Welcome back to Hermitcraft, everyone! For the last couple of months, I've been taking on some really giant projects around this base. We've finished a lot of the details of the exterior of my mega base, we've worked on the terrain a bunch, and I've also just worked on a giant cherry blossom tree. These changes have been fairly fast-paced because I really wanted to get through it so we could work on something else. That something else being the most exciting part of this entire project, the interior. At the moment, some would say that this interior looks, well, rough. And they would be correct, it does look rough. We've got like a lot of weird temporary passageways that don't really make a whole lot of sense. And there's also like this whole issue up here where that is spawning mobs. And you know, there's grass growing. Oh, and there's a hole right there. So that's good. All in all, this base at the moment is very pretty, but not that livable. The only room that is really complete is my storage room down here. Oh, and across the way, right over there, I've got my dungeon. That's also complete. My priorities may be questionable, but I do have priorities. And today, sheep, my priority is making us all a home. Or at least sketching it out, because this is going to be a long process. You're all free, by the way. I don't need any more pink wool. We're done with the pink wool. Luckily for us, I do think that I actually already have a bunch of the blocks that I kind of want to use. Definitely going to want some dark oak. And I have a lot of decor. That's actually pretty impressive. And then definitely some quartz pillars would be nice. First thing that we need to do with a space this big is break it up. We can't have one giant room in here. We could fit like 8 rooms in this space. I mean, there's a balcony here. There's this cute little nook. There's also, hold on, I break a wall. There's also, you know, this, which at the moment we can't even get to. So we're gonna start today by breaking this up, creating a hallway or sort of maybe a ballroom type vibe right here. So as soon as we walk through the front door, you're greeted with a grand hall. And from that hall, you can access the other rooms throughout the palace. I've got a vision. Hold on, I'll do it. For some reason, every build that I seem to start always begins with some pillars. It's just an old habit that I have, but these pillars are 2 by 2 because this is a really big space and I feel like it can fit them. I've spaced them out this way because there's a staircase right here, which may be awkward because there's a weird 2 gap, but I think we'll make it work. I think it'll just blend the staircase a lot better. I don't really want you to notice this that much. This is not like a grand staircase. This is like a side staircase, you know? So we've got our pillars. These will be grand and white, and they will reach all the way to our ceiling, which we will put in because the floor of that looks really bad. I'm gonna cover it up. Now that we've got our pillars in, we get to make some decisions. So some of this is going to be walls. For example, this is a wall, mostly because this is not really centered with that. So to keep you from noticing that these are not centered, I'm gonna put a wall here, and then this becomes a hallway of its own into, well, the balcony. And then we get to place some other walls, and I don't want to use too much diorite. I want Iskall to be able to visit me, you know, if he wants to. So those are all going to be walls. And then right here is the entrance to my storage room. So I think we're going to need probably a wall here. And to be honest, probably a wall here. So we cut this off. We make this into a room. Hold on. This is not a wall. This is an entranceway. And then this, that's a wall. And then this is an entranceway. And then that's a wall. And then this is a wall. All right, everybody trust me, I know what I'm doing. So our grand entrance is within the foundations of our palace, meaning it's entirely stone on this side. Now, don't get me wrong, stone can be absolutely fantastic for a wall. However, this is such a large space that we have the option to create both fake walls and fake ceilings, which means we can choose a separate color for every section, and we have a lot of options. Hold on, I'm gonna lay some out for us. This is fun. It's like picking out a wallpaper for your house. I like all of these. I think I don't like the prismarine. I've used so much prismarine building up this entire palace that I don't think I want any more. So that leaves us with sandstone or a terracotta. Right, I've got some decisions to make, and I'm gonna need a lot more terracotta. Oh, hello, sheep. Yeah, come on up. Why not? Everybody's welcome.
Hurry before she gets here. We can do it. We can finish. Oh, darn it. Ah! Hi, Gem. I am naked and beardless. Look at this. There you go. You asked for beards. I provide.
So I may have gotten a little distracted. Good news though, I now have a lot of impulse beards, which I'm gonna need for a project that I'm involving Cleo in. I've also finally made a decision on the walls. As much as I enjoy the purple and the gray and all of the other colors of terracotta, I think I'm going to settle on the green, as it looks the most wallpapery and adds to the elven vibe the most, and also goes with the sculk. Now, don't mind me, just gonna put away all my TCG stuff. I haven't been playing a ton of TCG, no, not me. Right, honestly, I was feeling a little discombobulated, but I think I got it now. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get these walls in, finally. I think it'll just be so much easier to visualize what's going on in here once we actually have some walls up. Oh, hey dude. And also maybe some torches around the place. Thanks for your pants. As I'm building this, I think I'm kind of coming to terms with the fact that the lighting is probably going to be the hardest part of this whole thing. I mean, the walls kind of get lost right now in darkness, and that's not really very elven, is it? With all distractions aside, I quickly collected the materials that I needed and began building up the walls of the main grand hallway. I was a little nervous about this space. It's arguably one of the most important, as it's your first impression when you come through the door. But it's also a little bit challenging as it's so big and dark, and I want my theme to be very light. The beards may be a little bit distracting, but so far I'm putting a lot of effort and emphasis on being able to walk through this entire place. And I've broken up this gigantic space into 3 layers. The layer down there, this layer here, and this layer up here. Plus, on top of that, we've got the layer all the way down here and a giant space for function that we can break up here. Maybe some farms that we need and some other storage facilities can go down in the basement area. So far though, I feel like you could totally see this floor plan starting to come together. The more walls that I piece in, just like this, the more it starts to make sense and really flow. The grand hall right here is where I want to put a lot of emphasis next. And the ceiling right now is looking... you can't really see it that well, but if you could see it, it's ugly. It's very ugly. Fixing up this room is gonna take a lot of details. I think for now, what we'll do is put a border right here and a nice little doorway, and then we'll mirror that with some arches in the ceiling. For the arches, we're gonna need a lot of smooth quartz. I'm really kind of enjoying the fact that this mega build has so many like hidden crawl spaces within it. I feel like it has a lot of potential in that way. For right now, this is the line for our ceiling. So as you can see, there's a lot of space above us right now, but I do plan on using a bunch of that in the arches that go above us. Hopefully that will look pretty cool. How much of an arch do you think is enough arch? That looks pretty cool, right? It kind of matches with everything as we go along. Accidental ceiling mob spawner. Definitely gotta be careful with this. Cleaning up an interior has got to be one of the most satisfying things you can do. I don't consider myself to be like one of the most skilled people at interior, but I do enjoy it, and I think that that makes a big difference to the outcome. Plus, it's so satisfying. These arches are definitely bringing this together. Visualize with me for a moment. Here's the outside. We enter in, and it's this grand hallway. We can put a grand piano. It can be used for ballrooms. There's a dining room off the side, some living space, meeting rooms, potions room, a library. I'm just so inspired, really. Anyways, for now, I'm gonna finish all this. Final thing that I need for this room in order to pull it together is a ceiling. After all, a grand hall like this without a ceiling is not a grand hall at all. It's just a boring hall. My vision is that when you're walking through here, you'll look up and it'll look like you're staring into a galaxy, which of course is inspired by this area right here where you're looking up, and yeah, it kind of looks like a twinkling night sky. So I'm going to be using some sculk for this. Only problem is, I don't have any sculk. None. Don't even have like a tiny little bit. And well, to be honest, it's been a really long time since I've been on a really good adventure. So I figure we'll leave the Elven Palace today and venture off into the unknown to look for some sculk. Probably more healthy to not be cooped up inside all day anyways. The border where we saved chunks to reset in the Warden update was over here somewhere. So I'm hoping to fly just past it and find a mountain range somewhere that'll have an ancient city. Oh, this village is so cute. It's been so long since I've explored the Hermitcraft server. Hey, this place is not even rated. Nobody's ever been here. It's been so long since I've done proper Minecraft exploring. I feel like sometimes we get in this groove with our mega bases and our super OP gear. We don't really go exploring anymore. Or at least I don't. Maybe I'm projecting. There's foxes! Oh my goodness, they're so cute. I love them. Do you have an egg? Oh, I love Minecraft foxes. Okay, this was an adorable pit stop, but we gotta continue. Woohoo! This is finally the mountainous terrain that I've been looking for. Oh, and there's goats at another village. Hello, goats. Goats are such funny creatures. Yep, this seems like the exact big and scary cave that I'm looking for. Hey, skeleton. Have you seen a big, scary ancient city anywhere? Oh, I did it. I have located the sculk. This stuff is so cool looking. It's gonna look fantastic in my base. Unfortunately for me, it appears I've collected most of the sculk around here, and I'm only up to a stack and 46. I really didn't want to go into one of these today. Okay, nobody worry. I am very big and very brave, and I'm gonna be totally fine. Whoa. Yeah, this is fine. This is totally safe. I tell you what, this ceiling had better be worth it. Oh, hey! Diamonds. Well, don't mind if I do. Okay, that's more like it. 4.5 stacks plus a sculk catalyst, so I think that means that we can make some more at home if we need to. Now, I would leave, but I do happen to see a couple of chests, and, you know, I'm curious. So I'm just gonna sneak on in here. Here we go. Yeah, this feels totally safe. Ooh, swift sneak. Some new leggings, a bunch of books. Do you know what? These books could be great for a future library that I'm doing on the interior. There's 2 more chests here, but there's also a shrieker. Very carefully. Just, oh! My bad. Oh, gosh. Come on, it was just an item moving. That one wasn't my fault. I am very scared, but to be honest, I don't see another shrieker. So, I'm gonna go for it. Hey, some more books, some leggings, some potions, Frostwalker. My bad. You know, that is my 3rd strike, so I think I'm gonna leave. I'll just, I'll be up here if anybody needs me. I think it's gonna take me another 10 years of playing this game to get used to those. But I got what I needed, so I say we get out of here. I guess there's not a lot left to do now except put the sculk in the ceiling. And I think it's gonna go 1 layer above the arches, just like this. Why does it have to be so squishy sounding? What the heck? Oh, it looks so good. The slight pulsing could totally be stars twinkling. What a lovely ceiling that's gonna be. All right, let's get it in place. Oh, wrong skin. All right, we're building in the default skin today. I'm not changing. It's fine. Oh, I absolutely love this ceiling so far. It draws just the right amount of attention, I think. And I don't even have the details in yet. The first thing I want to do now is brighten it up. And so for that, I've gotten a whole bunch of end rods. And we're going to make some beautiful chandeliers hanging from each of these center kind of ceiling panels. Honestly, these chandeliers are going to be fairly simplistic. I just want to hang some end rods from them just like so. All right, now this is a beautiful grand hall. I love it, I love it, I love it. You know things are getting real in a build when you start smelting terracotta. That glazed terracotta is going to fit in right here. And that's just one of the details that we are adding to this grand hall. For now though, while that smelts, I want to focus on the rest of this area and kind of like not really detail it, but just make everything possible to be walked through. That way, if we can actually access these areas, maybe I'll get inspired as to what actual furniture to put in them. How exactly are you supposed to know how to decorate a space if you can't even walk to it? This wall is being adjusted inwards just for symmetry purposes. This is an awkward interior wall anyways, and now our little study over here is actually symmetrical. That ought to do it. I'm still gonna have this room right here kind of blocked off, as this is more of a little private area, so it just has a smaller door. But it does access this room, which has some beautiful big balconies in it. And I want to use this as our potion brewing room, so that way it has a functionality as well as some decoration. We're not gonna actually put in any of that functionality today, but I would like to give it a floor. It seems like probably the least I could do. There we have it, a peculiar little entrance to our plants and potions room. Or at least our future plants and potions room. Right now it just kind of looks like a toadstool face. Now a little wall filled in here. Remove the beards. And a little glazed terracotta here. Yep. There's still something ever so slightly wrong about that. Hold on, I'll try again. That's better. Like a little mural above the doorway. I'm also thinking maybe a safety railing along here. And here. And let's fill in some more of these walls while we're at it. What a miserable rainy day on the Hermitcraft server. A good day to be working inside, for sure. I think I have finished most of the interior walls, and this place definitely has a better flow to it now. You can totally see what I'm going for. The rooms off of this grand hallway, and also the rooms up here that are overlooking the hallway. I absolutely love this space in particular. I think this is going to be like a grand dining hall with one of those long tables. A kitchen off here would be lovely, maybe a pantry over there, and then upstairs we'll have our map room, our library, and yeah, we've got basically a ton of space in here to work with, and I'm really excited to work with it. Breaking up the space was definitely a really big first step to getting everything else polished off. Personally, I really enjoyed working on this episode. We've been doing a lot of fast-paced stuff recently, and it's been really nice to kind of just slow down and work on everything in a much different form than before. Nothing really big and miraculous got finished today, but we did do a lot of work, and we set ourselves up for success, for sure, in the coming episodes, where we could pick away at both the interior, and also the village needs to be worked on at the same pace. A quick note, for those of you who've been wondering about my TCG, this is my current deck. So TCG stands for Trading Card Game, and these are, well, my trading cards. At the moment, I'm running a farm type deck, but I also have a lot of other cards spare, and I'm wanting to build even more decks soon. This mini game on the server is something that I've been playing mostly just for fun, so I haven't been making a ton of my own content out of it. However, I have been helping out other people with their content, so I'm gonna link a bunch of videos down in the description if you want to see my TCG games. Basically, they're on other people's channels, because I haven't edited any, and if I did, I mean, they're already on other people's channels. You may as well just go watch those. I've never really played a trading card game before, so I'm a little newbie at it, but my deck's pretty fun to play though, and I've been enjoying getting to chat kind of every evening with a bunch of different hermits. It's been really fun to chat with everybody. Anyways, I think that's it for today. We mapped out a whole interior. I'm proud of us. If you have any suggestions of extra rooms that you want to see or ideas that you got from this video, definitely let me know. I'm very curious, and I cannot wait to finish the rest of this interior. It's gonna be epic. I'll see you in the next video, everyone!